Hi guys! So our topic for today will be about treasury shares and donation of shares. Start tayo sa treasury shares. Okay? Now once again, as discussed in the first part of our series of lectures about shareholders' equity, see to it that treasury shares is actually what? Treasury shares is actually a contra equity account. Ibig sabihin ng contra equity account, okay, in computing the total shareholders equity, dinideduct natin yan. Alright? Now, what are treasury shares? Alamin na ngayon natin, ano tong mga treasury shares na to, and at the same time, how do we account for them? Okay? So, see to it that when we talk about treasury shares, these are the shares, again, these are the shares issued, okay, reacquired, again, issued, reacquired, but, okay, not retired or not canceled. Okay? Ibig sabihin, these are shares originally issued. Ibig sabihin ng issued, fully paid na. Because once again, as discussed, we cannot issue shares unless the same are already fully paid. So, ibig sabihin, what we can reacquire, are only those shares that are already issued. Okay? So, these are shares issued but reacquired by the corporation. But take note, even though ni-reacquire na natin itong mga to, nag-e-exist pa sila because these are actually not yet retired. Maliwanag ba? Now, you might ask me, Sir, akala ko ba meron tayong tinatawag na trust fund doctrine, and under the trust fund doctrine, we actually cannot, okay, return to the shareholders their share capital, or we cannot distribute to the owners what we call the legal capital. Isn't it po, sir? Whether may par value tayo or wala tayong par value, in the computation of legal capital, kasama po dun yung share capital, hindi po ba? Isn't it kapag bumili po tayo ng shares na in-issue originally, hindi po ba parang binalik na rin natin yung legal capital, okay, sa mga shareholders? Well, tama yung iniisip mo. So, in a sense, it's like, okay, acquiring treasury shares is actually illegal. Okay? But, we can actually remedy the same. Okay? Paano natin mariremedyohan yon? Mariremedyohan natin yon if, okay, every time we acquire, again, every time we acquire treasury shares, we actually restrict, okay, portion of the retained earnings. Okay? Ibig sabihin ngayon, okay, every time na bumibili tayo ng treasury shares, binabawasan natin yung amount na pwedeng mapunta or i-declare as dividends sa mga shareholders. Remember that the maximum amount of dividends that we can declare is only the unappropriated retained earnings. So, kapag binawasan ngayon natin yun, kapag nag-restrict tayo ng retained earnings, see to it na parang, okay, well, parang hindi na rin tayo nagbalik, okay, sa mga shareholders. Kasi it's like yung binigay nating bayad sa kanila, well, that is an advanced distribution of dividends. Parang ganun natin nire-remedyohan, yung illegality ng treasury shares. Okay? So, for that reason ngayon, see to it that there is a legal limitation. Again, there will now be a legal limitation with regard to that amount of treasury shares that we can buy. So, the amount, okay, or the maximum amount, again, the maximum amount of treasury shares that can be acquired, again, that can be acquired is equal, again, is equal to the unappropriated or unrestricted retained earnings. Okay? Ibig sabihin, up until the unappropriated or unrestricted retained earnings lang yung kaya nating mabili na treasury shares. Kapag wala na tayong unappropriated or unrestricted retained earnings, hindi na rin tayo pwedeng bumili ng treasury shares. Okay? Now, take note, that there is only one method that we can use in accounting for treasury shares. And that is what we call the cost method. Now, apparently, in some textbooks, meron pang par value method, pero ito lang yung ginagamit. Okay? Ito lang yung kailangan mong malaman. Now, under the cost method, treasury shares are actually recorded at cost. So, let's say for example, no, meron tayong, okay, share capital. Again, meron tayong share capital. Sabihin na natin 10 par. Okay, 10 par. And then, 10,000 shares issued. Okay? Again, 10,000 shares issued. Okay? So, magkano to? 10 times 10,000 is equal to 100,000. Tama? Now, let's say, for example, meron din tayong share premium. Our share premium, no, is, let's say, for example, 30,000 pesos. Okay? Now, meron din tayong retained earnings. Let's say, for example, the retained earnings, no, is equal to 150,000. So, let's say, yan lang yung laman ng shareholders' equity natin. Now, let's say, for example, we acquired. Again, nag-acquire tayo, no? Acquired, okay? Sabihin na natin 2,000, okay, treasury shares. So, kapag nag-acquire tayo ng 2,000 treasury shares, kailangan mong malaman how much. So, we acquired 2,000 treasury shares at sabihin na natin, no, na 15 pesos per share. Again, we acquired treasury shares at 15 pesos per share. What will now be the journal entry? Well, we debit treasury shares. Again, we debit, treasury shares equal to 2,000 times 15, or this is equal, no, to 30,000 pesos. Then, we will credit, syempre, cash equal to 30,000. Now, what did I tell you a while ago? Every time na nag-acquire tayo ng TS, we restrict portion of the RE. So, we debit the normal retained earnings account and then credit, no, RE, appropriated account. So, nag-appropriate tayo, no, okay, ng retained earnings equal to the same amount. That's equal to 30,000 pesos. So, that will be the journal entry, no, okay, on the acquisition of treasury shares. Alright? Now, meron kang dalawang bagay na pwedeng gawin dito. Sir, ano yung dalawang bagay na pwede natin gawin? We can reissue the treasury shares. So, pwedeng magkaroon ng reissuance, no, of treasury shares. Okay? So, kapag sinabi natin reissuance, take note, no, na it's like binibenta na natin ulit yung mga treasury shares natin. Nire-reissue natin sila. Now, remember what I discussed, no, okay, in the equity transactions. Anong diniscuss ko doon? I told you guys that we can never issue shares at below par, at an amount below the par value. Hindi tayo pwedeng mag-issue ng shares, no, ng mas mababa sa par value. Okay? Because if we issued shares at a discount, that will be illegal and apparently the shares will be called watered shares. Maliwanag? But take note, that rule is only applied on original issuance. Ibig sabihin, upon originally issuing the shares. If ang pinag-uusapan natin is reissuance na, no, ng shares, see to it that that rule will no longer be applied. Hindi na nag-a-apply yung rule na yon kapag reissuance na yung pinag-uusapan natin. Maliwanag ba yon? So kapag reissuance na yung pinag-uusapan natin, okay lang. Kahit i-reissue natin yung mga shares at below the par value. Ang bawal lang is i-issue mo sila originally at an amount below the par value. Okay? Now, kapag nagkaroon ng reissuance, may dalawang bagay tayong i-compare dito, So, what are those two things na dapat i-compare natin? Well, we are comparing, no, the cost of the treasury shares as well as the what? Kino-compare natin yung cost and syempre, kung magkano natin ni-reissue. Okay? Or what we call the reissue price. Okay? Now, take note, may dalawang, okay, possible na mangyari dito. Possible that we reissued it at an amount higher than the cost. Possible din later on na i-reissue natin sila at an amount lower than the cost. Okay? So, let's say, for example, cost natin magkano? 15. Let's say, for example, ni-reissue natin sila at 18 pesos. If that will be the case, see to it, no, na syempre yung cost natin or yung treasury shares, anong mangyayari dyan? I-credit natin yan. Tama ba? then apparently yung cash or yung reissue price, i-debit natin yan kasi makaka-receive tayo ng cash. So if that's the case, mas malaki yung naka-debit as compared sa naka-credit. Tama ba? So if that's the case, no, see to it that, okay, to complete the journal entry, we will credit the difference to share premium treasury shares. Again, we will credit the difference to share premium treasury shares. Okay? Well, here, anong magiging journal entry natin? Well, we will debit cash equal to 2,000 treasury shares times the reissue price, no, equal to 18. So, magkano to? This is equal to 36,000 pesos. We credit treasury shares equal, syempre, no, to 30,000. Again, this is equal to 30,000. That is K15 times 2,000. And then, syempre, kulang tayo sa credit nga. So, we credit share premium treasury shares equal to 6,000 pesos. Okay? So, that will be the journal entry here in the first scenario. Okay? Now, let's say for example, no, okay, once again, our cost is 15, ni-reissue lang natin itong mga to at 13 pesos. Once again, wag mong kakalimutan yung treasury shares, kinikredit natin yung cost. Yung reissue price, dinidebit natin yan. Alright? So if that's the case, na 15 ang nakakredit, nakadebit lang is 13, kulang tayo sa debit. Tama? So ano ngayon yung i-debit natin? Well, ang i-debit natin, no, is equal to the following in the order of priority. Okay? So may order of priority tayo dito, ha? Ano yung una nating i-debit? We will debit first share premium treasury shares. Okay? Kapag wala naman ganyan, no, we will debit, okay, retain earnings naman. So, una mo munang ubusin, no? Again, una mo munang ubusin yung share premium TS. Kapag ubus na or kapag walang ganyan, RE tayo. Okay? Now, here, wala tayong share premium TS kasi magkaibang senaryo yan, ha? So, we will debit cash equal to 2,000, okay, times, again, 2,000 times 13 na lang. This is equal to 26,000 pesos. Okay? We will credit treasury shares is still equal to 30,000. Then apparently, no, the difference which is equal to 4,000 will be debited to retain earnings. Kasi nga, wala namang share premium TS, no, dito sa example ko dito. Sir, meron kaya dito? Once again, magkaibang assumption po yan. Alright? Now, yung 6K dito, paano yan makocompute ng mabilisan? The difference between cost and reissue price here is 3, no? Multiply mo yan sa 2,000, makocompute mo si 6,000. Now, yung 4,000 dito, paano mas mabilis makompute? Difference between 15 and 13 is 2 pesos. Multiply mo sa 2,000 shares, that will be equal to 4,000. So, those are the rules with regard to the reissuance of treasury shares. Okay? Alright, now, another thing na pwede nating gawin, no, sa mga treasury shares na yan is i-retire natin. So, dito, no, magkakaroon ng retirement or cancellation of treasury shares. So, kapag ni-retire natin or kinancel yung mga treasury shares, may dalawang bagay tayong i-compare pa din. Ano yung dalawang bagay na i-compare natin? We will compare the cost and the original issue price. Again, i-compare natin, yung cost at yung original issue price natin. Clear? Now, magkano ang cost dito? The cost will be equal to, magkano nga ulit? Okay, 15 pesos, no? Again, the cost is equal to, okay, 15 pesos. Alright? Now, apparently, magkano yung ating original issue price? I-compute natin, no? Here, balik tayo dito. Sa given dito, meron tayong 100,000 share capital and 30,000 share premium. Kapag in-add natin yan, this will give us a total of 130,000. Okay? Now, ilang shares lahat meron tayo? Meron tayong 10,000 shares issued. So, divided by 10,000 shares, ang mako-compute natin dito, no, is equal to 13 pesos per share. Okay? So here, no, mas mataas ang cost as compared sa ating original issue price. Now, ito yung tatandaan mo. Okay? The treasury shares will still be credited. Kasi nga, nire-retire na natin, so kailangan na nating tanggalin. Now, yung original issue price natin, i-debit pa rin yan. So, if the amount credited is higher, kukulangin tayo dito sa debit. So, anong i-debit natin? We will debit the following in the order of priority pa rin. Again, we will debit, no, the following in the order of priority. Well, kamukha lang nung kanina, number 1 will be the share premium treasury shares. Then number 2, kapag ubos or kapag walang ganyan, we will debit retained earnings. Alright? So here, what will be our journal entry? We will debit share capital. Again, we will debit share capital equal to 2,000 shares times, magkano par value? 10. See to it na babawasan natin yung share capital kasi i-retire na natin yung mga shares. Okay? Now, we will likewise debit share premium. Okay? Magkano share premium? Well, if 13 yung ating original issue price, 10 piso yung par, see to it na yung excess ngayon, 3 piso, no? Or, pwede rin naman, 30,000 divided by 10,000, that is 3 pesos. Okay? So, 2,000 times 3, this is equal to 6,000. Okay? Now, we will credit treasury shares equal to 30,000. Wala naman tayong SPTS. So, we will debit retained earnings now equal to 4,000. Pwede rin naman, difference between the two is 2 pesos. Multiply mo sa 2,000, that will be the amount to be debited to RE. So, that is the first scenario, no, here in retirement. Okay? Alright, now, let's say for example, no, palitan natin to. Okay? Our share capital, 100K pa din. Pero ang gawin nating share premium, no, sabihin na nating, okay, well, 80,000. If that's the case, the total issue price is equal to 180K. Again, 10,000 shares to. Tama ba? Sa example natin, 10,000 shares. So, our original issue price now, okay, dito sa new example natin is now equal to 18. Alright? Now, okay, if the cost is equal to 15, but this time, 18 pesos, no, is our original issue price, take note na mas malaki na yung dinidebit as compared sa kinikredit. Tama? Mas malaki na yung dinidebit natin. So, if that will be the case, kulang na tayo sa credit. So, saan natin ito i-credit? We will credit it to share premium treasury shares. So, in a sense, pareho lang yung reissuance and retirement. Kapag mas malaki ang reissue price, credit to share premium TS. Pag mas malaki ang original issue price, credit to share premium TS. Kapag mas malaki ang cost, debit, okay, to the following in the order of priority. Pag mas malaki yung cost dito, debit to the following in the order of priority. So, pareho lang, walang pinagkaiba. Okay? Now, what will be the journal entry here? The journal entries, we will still debit, no? Share capital equal to 2,000 times 10. This is 20,000. We will now debit share premium equal to how much? Share premium will be debited by, okay, 2,000 times 18 yung original, okay? 10 pesos lang ang par, no? So, 8 piso lang to. So, times 8 pesos, this is 16. Credit treasury shares, no? Equal to 30,000. Then, credit share premium TS equal to 6,000. Etong 6,000 na to, no? Okay, it can be the difference between the cost and original issue price na 3 pesos times the 2,000 shares. Alright? So, those are the journal entries in the two, okay, scenarios that we have. Okay? Now, take note that whether reissuance or retirement of treasury shares man, yung pinag-uusapan natin, every time na nagre-retire or nagre-reissue tayo, we need to release the RE that we originally restricted or appropriated. So, every time na nagre-reissue ka at nagre-retire, nagre-release tayo ng restriction. So, we debit RE, appropriated account, and then credit the normal retained earnings, no, equal to 30,000. So whether issuance or retirement, another journal entry will be made. That is to debit RE appropriated and credit RE to release yung restriction, okay, na ginawa natin dito. Okay? So in general, that is how we account for the acquisition, reissuance, and retirement of treasury shares. Hopefully, no, na-gets mo yon. Now, before ko burahin lahat ng yan, I want to discuss first, no, what will be the effect, again, what will be the effect, okay, to the shareholders' equity, okay, ng mga transactions na to. So, number one will be the acquisition. Again, number one will be the acquisition. Anong effect ng acquisition ng treasury shares, no? Okay, sa shareholders' equity natin. Well, what's the journal entry ba? Balik tayo sa journal entry. We debit treasury shares. Again, treasury shares is a contra equity account. Dinideduct yan, di ba? So, kapag dinebit mo yan, madadagdagan yan. Yung cash, wala namang effect yan eh. So, every time we acquire treasury shares, nababawasan, no, ang treasury shares natin. Treasury shares is being reduced, okay, at equal to the cost of treasury shares. At cost, okay, kasi cost ang nabawas dito. See to it na yung journal entry dito na debit RE, credit RE appropriated, walang effect yun ha sa shareholders equity natin. Okay? Number 2 will be reissuance. Okay? With regard to the reissuance of treasury shares, okay, anong nangyari? First assumption or first scenario muna. Okay? Nag-credit tayo ng TS, so madadagdagan ang shareholders equity natin. Tama ba? Bakit madadagdagan? Kasi kapag kinredit mo yung TS, mababawasan ng TS. Kapag nabawasan yung TS, madadagdagan ng SHE. Okay? Nag-credit din tayo ng SPTS. Since nag-credit tayo ng SPTS, madadagdagan din yung SHE. So, magkano yung total na nadagdag? Ang total na nadagdag is equal to 36,000 pesos. Okay? Second scenario, nag-credit tayo ng TS. So, mababawasan ng TS, madadagdagan ng SHE. Nag-debit ka ng RE, no? Pag nag-debit ka ng RE, mababawasan ang SHE natin. So, madadagdagan tayo ng 30, mababawasan ng 4. So, ang net increase ngayon is only equal to 26. So, anong napansin mo? Dito sa reissuance, parehong mag-i-increase ang SHE. But how much is the amount of increase? The amount of increase is equal to the reissue price. So, here, no, madadagdagan ang shareholders equity natin and the increase is equal to the reissue price. Again, the increase is equal to the reissue price. Okay? Now, number 3, what will be the effect, no, of retirement sa total shareholders equity natin? Anong effect ng retirement? With regard to the retirement, no, okay, first scenario, nag-debit ka ng share capital, so mababawasan ng SHE. Nag-debit ka ng share premium, mababawasan din ng SHE. Nag-debit ka ng RE, so mababawasan pa rin ng SHE. Nag-credit ka ng TS, so mababawasan ng TS pero madadagdagan ng SHE. So magkano yung nabawas sa SHE? 20 plus 6 plus 4, that is 30. Magkano nadagdag? 30 din. So no effect tayo sa first scenario. Second scenario, nag-debit ka ng share capital, so mababawasan ng SHE. Nag-debit ka rin ng share premium, no? So, mababawasan ulit ang SHE. Pero, nag-credit ka ng treasury shares, so madadagdagan ng SHE. Nag-credit tayo ng share premium TS, madadagdagan din ng SHE. Magkano total na nabawas? 20 plus 16, that is 36. Magkano yung total na nadagdag? 30 plus 6, that is also 36. So, pareho yung amount of decrease sa amount of increase. Ibig sabihin, kapag retirement ang pinag-uusapan, wala yung effect. Again, it will have no effect sa ating shareholders equity. Okay? So, kapag squeeze na no, yung ginagawa mo later on, okay, this SORIA notes. Again, these SORIA notes with regard to the effect of shareholders' equity will be useful. Alright? Ulitin ko lang. Pag acquisition, mababawasan ng SHE at cost. Kapag reissuance, madadagdagan ng SHE at the amount of reissue price. Pero pag retirement, wala yung effect sa shareholders' equity natin. Alright? So, burahin ko lang muna no, yung mga nakasulat sa board. Then after that, i-apply natin lahat ng yan sa mga problems. Okay? One moment lang. Alright, now, punta tayo no, dito sa problem number 21 muna. Okay? So, ilalagay ko dito, no, problem number 21. Okay? So, here in problem number 21, on January 1, 2031, the statement of financial position of Captain Marvel Company shows the following information. Okay? Meron tayo ditong share capital, no? Authorized is 10,000 share with par value of 400. Hindi binigay or hindi sinabi ilan yung na-issue, pero kaya mo yung makompute. Paano? Share capital divided by par value. Okay? Share premium in excess of par, 640,000. Retain earnings, 2,160. Okay? Captain Marvel Company reacquired 1,000 shares from an investor at a cost of 360 per share. So what will be the journal entry, no, on that acquisition of shares? Hindi naman to tinatanong, no? Pero, i-journal entry na rin natin. Okay? So here, we debit treasury shares equal, okay, to 1,000 shares times the cost, which is equal to 360. So we debit treasury shares equal to 360,000. We credit cash, no, equal to 360,000 as well. Okay? Another journal entry will be made. We debit RE, credit RE, appropriated, equal to 360,000 pesos. Okay? Now, anong meron dito? Okay? Assume on September 30, okay, or September 1 rather, 2031, Captain Marvel reissues the 1,000 treasury shares at 560. Again, kapag may reissuance, we compare the cost and the reissue price. Okay? Well, here, magkano yung cost natin? The cost is only equal to 360. The reissue price is equal to 560. So, may difference dito, no, na 200. Ilang shares to? Ilang shares ang reissue? 1,000, no? So, 200 times 1,000 is equal, okay, to 200 ba? Okay, yeah. 360,000. Okay? 200 times 1,000 is 200,000. Okay? So, saan pupunta yung 200,000 na to? Once again, no? If the reissue price is higher, it will be credited to share premium TS. Bakit? I-debit natin to eh. I-credit natin to. Ito naman, i-debit natin. So, kulang tayo sa credit. If i-journal entry natin yan, we will debit cash equal to 1,000 shares times 560, or this is equal to 560,000. Credit treasury shares equal to 360. And then credit share premium treasury shares equal to 200,000. Alright? Now, another journal entry will be made. Nag-reissue tayo, di ba? So, we will now release the restriction on our RE. So, we debit RE appropriated equal to 360,000 and then credit the normal retained earnings equal to 360,000. Okay? Ano yung tanong dito sa question number 59? The entry to record the transaction includes A. Letter A, credit to treasury shares for 560. Mali, 360 lang dapat. Letter B, credit to share premium for 360. Mali, 200 lang dapat. Letter C, credit to share premium TS for 200,000. Yun actually yung correct answer, no? So, requirement number 59, Charlie will now be our final answer. Mali din si Delta kasi hindi naman tayo nag-credit, no, ng RE to 200. 360 yung credit to RE. Okay? Now, punta ngayon tayo dito, no, sa problem number 22. Okay? So, here in problem number 22, Hall Company disclosed the following shareholders' equity at the beginning of current year. Meron tayong share capital, okay, share premium, as well as retained earnings. Okay? Now, during the year, the following transactions occurred relating to shareholders' equity. Anong tanong dito sa item number 60? What amount should be reported as shareholders' equity at year-end? Okay? So, first bullet, 1,000 shares were reacquired at 28 pesos per share. Okay? So, here we will debit cash. Joke lang. We will debit treasury shares, credit cash, equal to how much? 1,000 times 28, that is equal to 28,000 pesos. Again, this is equal to 28,000. Okay? Another journal entry, we debit RE, credit RE, appropriated, equal to 28,000. Okay? Now, second bullet, 900 shares were reacquired at 30 pesos per share. Nag-reacquire ulit tayo. So, we debit treasury shares equal to 900 times, magkano? 30. So, 900 times 30 is equal to 27,000. Then, credit cash equal to 27,000. Another journal entries, we debit RE, credit RE, appropriated, equal to 27,000 pesos. Okay? Then, last bullet, 1,500 shares of treasury were sold at 32 per share. Shares are reissued using FIFO. FIFO means first in, first out. So, unang may issue yung 1,000 shares, no? Okay? So, here we will debit cash muna. We debit cash equal to magkano? 1,500 times 32. So, 1,500 times 32, magkano yun? 1,500 times 32, that's equal to 48,000 pesos. Okay? Now, we will credit treasury shares equal to magkano? Well, apparently, okay, 1,000 times 28 plus, again, plus okay, 1,500 lahat yan, 5 tayo, una yung 1,000, may matitira pang 500. 500 times 30. Alright? Magkano to? This is 28K, and ito naman, no, equal to 15K. So, 28K plus 15K, credit treasury shares equal to 43,000. Mas malaki yung reissue price. So, credit SPTS equal to 5,000. Alright? Another journal entry, we debit KRE appropriated and then credit RE equal to 43,000 to release the restriction. Para ma-release lang, no, yung restriction natin sa RE. Kasi nga, nag-reissue tayo. Okay? So, anong laman ng shareholders' equity natin? Well, apparently here, no, meron tayong, okay, share capital. Okay? Share capital, hindi naman nagbago, no? Okay, mamaya na natin nilagay. Share premium, normal share premium, hindi rin nagbago kasi wala naman dito. Debit to share premium. Share premium TS natin, eto, meron na. Okay? Well, share premium TS natin, meron ditong 5K, no? Ilalagay natin dito 5,000. Share capital, share premium, ilagay na nga rin natin. Share capital, 600,000. Share premium natin, no, is equal to 150,000. Okay? Next, meron tayong normal na retained earnings. Originally, magkano yon? That's 230. Pero, nabawasan yun, di ba? Magkano nabawas? 28. Nabawasan ulit ng 27. Pero, binalik natin yung, okay, 43. Okay? So, magkano ang normal RE natin? 230, okay, minus 28, minus 27, plus 43, this is equal to 218,000 pesos. Okay? Next, meron tayong RE, appropriated. Magkano to? RE appropriated, initially, nag-credit tayo ng 28. Nag-credit din tayo ng 27, no? Pero, nag-debit tayo, nag-release tayo ng 43. So, magkano? Okay, yung RE appropriated. 28 plus 27 minus 43. Meron tayong 12,000 pa. Okay? Next, last but not the least, treasury shares. Originally, meron tayong 28 and then meron 27. So, 28 plus 27 and then nag-reissue tayo no, ng magkano? Ng 43. Alright? So, magkano ang lumalabas na treasury shares? 28 plus 27 minus 43 is likewise equal to 12,000. So, our shareholders' equity now will be how much? Well, 600,000 plus 150 plus 5, okay, plus 218 plus 12 minus 12, this is equal to 973,000 pesos. Again, this is equal to 973,000 pesos. Okay? Alternatively, pwede natin gamitin dito yung shortcut, no, na tinuro ko sa inyo kanina. Okay? Dito natin nilagay. Well, meron tayong shareholders equity at the beginning. Magkano shareholders equity at the beginning? Well, here, meron tayong share capital na 600K plus share premium na 150,000 plus retained earnings na 230,000. Magkano she at the beginning natin? 600 plus 150 plus 230. Meron tayong 980,000 at the beginning. Now, anong sinabi ko sa inyo kanina? Whenever we reacquire treasury shares, nababawasan to. Equal to the cost. Tama? So, meron tayong acquisition, no, of treasury shares. Okay? So, dalawa yun, Magkano yung una? Yung una, again, yung first acquisition natin, the cost is equal to 1K times 28. So, this is equal to 28,000. Nag-reacquire ulit tayo. Merong pangalawa, no? Magkano yon? 900 times 30 or that's 27. So, since acquisition to, mababawasan ng ating she. Now, anong sinabi ko naman kapag reissuance? Sabi ko sa inyo kanina, kapag reissuance, madadagdagan naman yung she, tama ba? So here, nag-reissue tayo ng 1,500 shares at magkano natin reissue? 32. So, madadagdagan ng she dapat natin ng 48,000. So, magkano ngayon yung shareholders equity natin at the end of the year? Our shareholders equity at the end of the year is 980 less 28 less 27 plus 48. As you can see, pareho lang. It's still equal to 973,000 without journal entry and without plus minus. Okay? So, just remember, yung Sorya notes na tinuro ko kanina, you can easily compute the shareholders equity. Okay? Ganun ka-useful no, yung mga Sorya notes natin. Okay? So, requirement number 60, choice letter delta. Again, requirement 60 delta will now be our final answer. Okay? So, that is problem number 22. Okay? Now, punta ngayon tayo dito, no? Sa problem number 23 na. Okay? So, here, in problem number 23, Cassie Company's stockholders equity, no? At January 1, 2031, is as follows. Okay? Meron tayong share capital. Par value is 10, authorized 200,000 shares, outstanding 75,000. Okay? 750,000. Share premium is 300,000 RE 730. Now, during 2031, Cassie Company had the following stock transactions. Okay? So, first bullet, acquired 2,000 shares of its stock for 90,000. Okay? So, here, what's the journal entry? With debit treasury shares, credit cash. Equal to magkano yun? Equal to 90,000. So, magkano yung cost natin? How much is the cost of treasury shares? Well, the cost of treasury shares is equal to 90,000 divided by 2,000 shares, or this is equal to 45. Okay? Second bullet. By the way, another journal entry pala. With debit RE, credit RE, appropriated, equal to the same amount. every time bumibili tayo ng treasury shares, nagre-restrict tayo, no, ng retained earnings. Okay? Second bullet, sold 1,200 treasury shares, okay, at 50 pesos a share. So, dito, no, nag-reissue tayo. So, we debit cash equal to, magkano? 1,200 times 50. Okay? So, 1,2 times 50, this is equal to 60,000. Alright? Now, once again, kapag may reissuance, we compare cost and the reissue price. Tama? So here, the cost is 45, ni-reissue natin ng 50. So, ibig sabihin, may 5 peso difference times 1,200, this is equal to 6,000. Etong 6,000 na to, once again, no, it will be credited to share premium TS kasi reissue price is higher. Okay? So, we credit share premium TS equal to 6,000. Then, finally, credit treasury shares equal to 1,2 times the cost of 45. So, 1,2 times 45, this is equal to 54,000 pesos. Nag-reissue tayo, so we can now release the restriction. So, debit RE appropriated, credit the normal RE, no, equal to 54,000 pesos. Okay? Now, last bullet. Last bullet, retired the remaining treasury shares. So, nagkaroon ng retirement, no? Compute muna natin yung ating original issue price. Magkano ba yung ating share capital? Our share capital here is equal to 600,000 pesos. Okay? Our share premium, on the other hand, is equal to 150,000. So, meron ngayon tayong total issue price, no, na 750,000. Divide natin sa ilang shares. Divided by, okay, how many shares is that? Hold on. Mali. Okay, yung tinitignan kong amount. Sorry na. Naiwan ako sa problem 22. 23 na pala tayo, no? Here in problem 23, ulit, share capital natin 750,000. Share premium is 300. So, total issue price natin is equal to 1,050,000. Okay? Divided by ilan yung outstanding natin or number of shares issued. The number of shares issued, according to the problem, is equal to 75,000. So, our original issue price now is equal to magkano? 1,050,000 divided by 75,000. This is equal to 14. Okay? So, if ang par value natin, no, is equal to ilan? 10. See to it na yung excess ngayon na papasok sa share premium will be equal to 4. Alright? Now, once again, every time na nag-retire tayo, we compare the cost and, okay, the original issue price. Tama? Ang cost natin, 45, no? Original issue price is only equal to 14. Di hamak na mas mataas ang ating cost. Magkano difference? 45 minus 14, this is equal to 31. Now, ilan yung shares na meron tayo? Ilang shares binili natin na treasury? 2,000. Ni-reissue natin yung 1,500. So, ang 1,200 rather. So, ang natitira na lang, no, is 800. Okay? So, magkano ngayon to? 31 times 800. Okay? This is equal to 24,800. Anong diniscuss ko sa inyo kanina? If, okay, the cost which will be credited is higher than the original issue price which will be debited, the difference will be debited, okay, to the following in the order of priority. Ano yung number 1 natin? SP. TS muna. Meron ba tayong SPTS? Meron. Kaso, 6,000 lang. So, ibig sabihin, kung kulang yung SPTS natin, i-debit natin sa RE, no, yung kulang. Magkano pa ba yung kulang? Well, 24,800 in total yan. Minus 6,000, kulang pa tayo, no, ng 18,800. Alright? So, what will be the journal entry here? We debit share capital equal to 800 shares times the par value of 10, or this is equal to 8,000. with debit share premium equal to 800 times the excess of 4, or this is equal to 3,200. Debit share premium treasury shares equal to 6,000. Debit retained earnings equal to 18,800. Okay? Then credit treasury shares, no, equal to 800 times 45, or magkano yun? 800 times 45, this is equal to 36,000. Check nga natin if balance 8 plus 3,2 plus 6,000 plus 18,8, see to it na balance naman 36. Now, nag-retire tayo, mag-release tayo ng restriction. So, we debit RE appropriated, credit the normal retained earnings account equal to 36,000 pesos. Okay? So, since wala na tayong treasury shares, nag-release na tayo, no, ng restriction. Alright? Now, requirement number 61, what is the balance of share premium if CASI uses the cost method? Magkano daw yung share premium balance? Share premium beginning, magkano sabi sa problem? 300,000, di ba? Now, tignan natin yung mga journal entries natin. Walang share premium dito, share premium. Dito meron. Kaso, dinebit din natin siya dito. Dito wala. So, ito lang, no? So, nabawasan ng share premium natin, okay, ng 3,200 because of the retirement. Okay? So, the share premium balance now, at the end of the year, after all, okay, the transactions, okay, and our answer in requirement number 61, no, will be equal, okay, to 296,800. Okay? So, requirement number 61, alpha, will be our final answer. Okay? Now, requirement number 62. What is the balance of paid-in capital and retained earnings if CASI uses the cost method? Okay? Magkano yung balance ng retained earnings daw, no? Okay? How much is the balance of retained earnings if CASI uses the cost method? So here, magkano yung RE natin at the beginning? RE at the beginning is equal to 730,000. Okay? Now, take note na nabawasan man yung RE dito, nag-credit tayo ng RE, so no effect to sa RE. Wala din tong effect sa RE, wala din itong effect sa RE. Pero ito meron. Nag-debit tayo dito sa retained earnings, no? So, nabawasan ng retained earnings ng 18,800. So, minus 18,800. Magkano ngayon, no? Yung ating retained earnings at the end of the year, which will be our final answer in requirement 62. So, 730 less 18,800, this is equal to 711,200. Okay? So, requirement number 62, bravo, is our final answer. Again, requirement number 62, no? Bravo is the final answer. So, that is problem number 23. Okay? So, burahin ko lang muna ulit and then magdi-discuss pa tayo. One moment, guys. Alright. So, after treasury shares, no, punta naman tayo dito sa donation of shares. Alright? Now, with regard, no, to the donation of shares, see to it na para lang itong treasury shares. Donation of shares will be treated, no, as if we are reacquiring our shares. It's like we are acquiring treasury shares at zero cost. So, wala tayong puhunan dito. Ibig sabihin, on the date of receipt, no, of the shares, see to it na wala tayong journal entry. Bakit walang journal entry? Alangan namang debit treasury shares, credit cash equal to 0. Again, donation natin nakuha yung mga shares. So, wala tayong anything na nilabas dito. Kaya, upon receipt, wala muna tayong journal entry. Okay? Now, apparently, pwede mong i-reissue itong mga to, no? So, kapag nagkaroon ng reissuance of treasury shares, once again, ano yung dalawang bagay na kino-compare natin? cost and reissue price. Tama ba? Now, our cost here is equal to 0. So, apparently now, always mas mataas ang reissue price. Anong usapan natin? If reissue price is higher, okay, we credit it to share premium TS. Tama? So, here we will debit cash equal to the proceeds. And then, since wala naman tayong TS na i-credit, we will credit the remaining to share premium treasury shares. Pwede rin naman, walang problema if donated capital yung i-credit mo dito. Okay? Now, possible din naman yung mga na-receive natin, i-retire na lang natin. So, pag nagkaroon ng retirement, may dalawang bagay ulit tayong kino-compare, di ba? Cost and original issue price. Again, our cost is 0, so automatically mas mataas ang original issue price. Okay? So, the journal entry here is with debit share capital, debit share premium, and then credit share premium treasury shares. Again, walang problema if ang gusto mong i-credit, no, will be the donated capital account. Kasi parehong, okay, sa share premium naman papasok yung mga yan. Okay? Now, punta tayo dito, no, sa problem number 24. So, ilalagay ko dito problem number 24. Okay? So, here in problem number 24, Mysterio Company received 1,000 shares with par value of 400 and fair value of 480 per share from a shareholder as donation. Okay? Requirement 63. The entry to record the receipt of the share include what? Once again, wala naman tayong entry, di ba? So, requirement number 63, see to it that delta or no entry will be our final answer. Okay? Now, requirement number 64. Subsequently, Mysterio reissues the 1,000 donated shares, no, at 520 per share. Okay? The entry to record, again, the entry to record, okay, the reissuance includes what? Once again, kapag nag-reissue tayo, we will debit cash equal to the proceeds. Magkano yon? 1,000 times 520, or this is equal to 520,000. Then we will credit it, no, to share premium TS or donated capital account, pareho lang, equal to 520,000. So, tingnan natin yung mga choices. Letter A, credit to share premium 520. Actually, yun na yun. Tingnan muna natin yung ibang choices. Letter B, credit to retained earnings 520, mali. Letter C, credit to income 520, mali din. Delta no entry, mas lalong mali. Therefore, item number 64, no, see to it that alpha will be our final answer. So, that is problem number 24. Okay? Now, punta tayo dito sa problem 25. Okay, anong meron dito? During the current year, Hawkeye Company received a donation of 2,000 shares with 50 par value from a shareholder. Okay? On that date, the share market value was 350 pesos. The shares were originally issued for 250 per share. Item 65. What is the decrease in shareholders' equity as a result of the donation? Magkano daw yung decrease? Isn't it wala naman tayong journal entry, tama ba? If wala tayong journal entry, hindi magdi-decrease ang shareholders' equity natin. So, requirement number 65, 0 or delta will be our final answer. Okay? So, that is what we call donation of shares. Alright? So, this is the end of this video. I hope, no, after this video, okay, you learned a lot na, okay, about treasury shares and donation of shares. Okay? I hope I'll see you more, okay, in the next videos and sa marami pang videos even, no, sa ibang subjects. Okay? I'll see you here in Redefine Accounting Review. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.